Welcome to botany class. In this class, we are going to discuss about Calvin cycle. This Calvin cycle is nothing but a dark reaction in some plants. In some plants, during the dark reaction, the carbon dioxide fixation takes place by Calvin cycle. As this pathway was discovered by Melvin Calvin, it is called as Calvin cycle. This Calvin cycle takes place in the stroma of the chloroplast. As it was discovered by Melvin Calvin, on his name it is called as a Calvin cycle. And as the first stable product during this reaction is a 3-carbon compound called PGA, it is called as a C3 cycle. And the events of C3 cycle takes place in the stroma of the chloroplast. It is completed in 3 stages. They are carbon dioxide fixation or carboxylation. Then second stage is reduction, and third stage is regeneration. In this diagram, you can see the 3 phases: carbon fixation, reduction, and regeneration. Here it is a light independent process, but it depends on the products of the light reaction. That is, during light reaction, assimilatory power is produced. What is assimilatory power? ATP and NADP H+H+ together called as assimilatory power. By utilizing this assimilatory power, the Calvin cycle is operated. During this Calvin cycle, carbon dioxide fixation mainly occurs, and after that carbohydrate assimilation occurs. Here in carbon dioxide fixation, 1 molecule of carbon dioxide is accepted by 1 molecule of RUBP and produces in the form of 2 molecules of PGA. This reaction is catalyzed by an enzyme called as Rubisco. In these diagrams, you can see the different stages of Calvin cycle. Try to observe clearly. So, the first reaction in Calvin cycle is carboxylation. CO2 plus RUBP gives rise to 2 PGA and catalyzed by an enzyme called as Rubisco. The second stage in Calvin cycle is reduction. In this reduction, 2 reactions takes place. That is, the PGA, by utilizing the phosphate from ATP, it will be phosphorylated to 1,3 bis PGA in the presence of phosphoglycerokinase. And this 1,3 bis PGA again reduced by utilizing the NADP H+H+ produced during the light reaction into G3P, that is glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, in the presence of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase enzyme. Like this, in reduction, 2 reactions occurs. One is a conversion of PGA into 1,3 bis PGA and reduction of 1,3 bis PGA into G3P. When we consider for 6 carbon dioxide molecules, altogether 12 G3Ps are produced in this reduction stage of the Calvin cycle. Of these 12 G3P, 10 G3P involve in the next stage, that is the regeneration of RUBP, and 2 G3P are utilized in the synthesis of the glucose molecule. So these 2 molecules of G3P moves into cytosol and there produces the glucose molecule, and remaining 10 G3Ps are involved in the regeneration of RUBP, which is the third and final stage of the Calvin cycle. Like this, in reduction phase, for 6 CO2, 12 ATPs and 12 NADP H+H+ are utilized to produce 12 molecules of G3P. Out of these 12 G3Ps, 10 are involved in the regeneration. In regeneration phase, first 4 molecules of G3P are isomerized into 4 molecules of DHAP in the presence of an enzyme called as triose phosphate isomerase. Then after this, from this 4 DHAP, 2 DHAP combines with 2 molecules of G3P and produces 2 molecules of fructose 1,6 bisphosphate in the presence of an enzyme called as aldolase. Then after this fructose 1,6 bisphosphate will be dephosphorylated to fructose 6-phosphate in the presence of an enzyme called as phosphatase. Then after this fructose 6-phosphate combines with 2 molecules of G3P and in the presence of trans-ketolase enzyme produces 2 molecules of erythrose 4-phosphate and 2 molecules of xylulose 5-phosphate. Then after this, in the immediate reactions, erythrose 4-phosphate participates and xylulose 5-phosphate remains like that for some time. Then this erythrose 4-phosphate combines with the last 2 molecules of DHAP and produces 2 molecules of pseudoheptulose 1,7 bisphosphate in the presence of an enzyme called as aldolase. Then this pseudoheptulose 1,7 bisphosphate will be dephosphorylated to pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate in the presence of an enzyme called as phosphatase. Then after this pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate combines with the last 2 molecules of G3P and produces 2 molecules of ribose 5-phosphate and 2 molecules of xylulose 5-phosphate. Now formed xyluloses and earlier formed 2 xyluloses, altogether 4 xyluloses combines to produce 4 molecules of ribulose 5-phosphate in the presence of an enzyme called as epimerase. Then now produced 2 riboses are also isomerized to 2 molecules of ribulose 5-phosphate. The 4 ribuloses produced from xylulose and 2 ribuloses produced from ribose, altogether 6 ribulose 5-phosphate by utilizing 6 ATP molecules from assimilatory power will be regenerates into the 6 molecules of RUBP in the presence of an enzyme called as a kinase. Like this, in regeneration phase, by utilizing 6 ATP from assimilatory power, the 6 molecules of RUBP are produced. Like this, in total Kelvin cycle, when you take for 6 carbon dioxide molecules, 18 ATPs and 12 NADPH+H+ are utilized to produce a single molecule of glucose. And to produce this single molecule of glucose, the Kelvin cycle is operated 6 times. Like this, the Kelvin cycle totally is completed in the stroma region of the chloroplast, but only the production of glucose will take place in the cytosol. In this diagram, you can clearly observe all the stages of Kelvin cycle. Here CO2 is taken by RUBP in the presence of Rubisco. It will be converted into 3-phosphoglycerate, and this 3-phosphoglycerate by utilizing ATP, it will be converted into glyceraldehyde 1,3 bisphosphate, which will be reduced by utilizing NADPH into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. From that glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, 2 will be exported to cytosol to produce glucose, and remaining 10 will utilized in the regeneration of RUBP. So firstly, in the regeneration phase, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphates will be isomerized to dihydroxyacetone phosphate, and this dihydroxyacetone phosphate, that is a DHAP, combines with the G3P to produce fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. Then this fructose 1,6 bisphosphate will be dephosphorylated to fructose 6-phosphate. Then this fructose 6-phosphate combines with G3P to produce erythrose 4-phosphate and xylulose 5-phosphate. Then erythrose 4-phosphate combines with dihydroxyacetone phosphate to produce pseudoheptulose 1,7 bisphosphate, which is again dephosphorylated to pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate. Then this pseudoheptulose 7-phosphate will combine with the last 2 molecules of G3P to produce 2 molecules of ribose 5-phosphate and 2 molecules of xylulose 5-phosphate. Produced xyluloses and earlier produced xyluloses combines to produce 4 ribulose 5-phosphate, and now produced 2 riboses also isomerizes into 2 ribulose 5-phosphates. So 4 ribuloses produced from xyluloses and 2 ribuloses produced from ribose will combine and utilizes 6 ATP and again regenerates into 6 molecules of RUBP in the presence of kinase enzyme. Like this, in total Kelvin cycle, 3 phases occurs. They are carboxylation, reduction and regeneration. In regeneration, we can observe 10 reactions. This chart represents Kelvin cycle as an overview. Observe clearly. Here we can see three phases: carboxylation, reduction and regeneration. In reduction phase, 12 ATPs and 12 NADP H+H+ are utilized, and in regeneration 6 ATPs are utilized. Altogether 18 ATPs and 12 NADP H+H+ are utilized in Calvin cycle to produce one molecule of glucose. Thank you. This is M. Sarita, JL in Botany, working in BC Welfare Junior College Boys, Shayampet, Warangal Rural. Thank you.